Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Google AdWords 2-day program. There's a show of hands so I can understand the pace because we have a mixed group over here. Some people are... How many of you are brand new to Google AdWords? Like never heard of it before? Raise your hand high, high. So I watch out for you, see. Who else? Totally new. Okay, good. Now this is a 2-day program. I'm going to take it slow so that we have enough time to do hands-on practice, and it's going to be very good practical training for you guys, and then tomorrow we can go a bit more advanced stuff. Okay. Like everything else, there's always going to be the theoretical foundation. So first half of the day, we're going to go into those boring kind of stuff, okay, but nonetheless essential for you to get a good foundation. The entire training is recorded, so if you have a question, please don't just blurb out. Please help us cooperate by raising your hands. Okay, we're going to hand you a mic and then speak clearly into the mic itself. I'm sure you have seen recordings where if you can't hear what the guy's saying, like, you're pretty irritated, isn't it? Okay, so make sure that if you have a question, raise your hand. A mic will auto-magically come to you, and then you're going to ask the question itself. So think of good questions. We can make this interactive, not a problem. Okay, do the mic on standby, Casey. Handheld, okay? So today we're going to cover Google AdWords, which is part of the Google search engine, of course. And this is a very special paid search channel compared to everything else out there. And we'll see what the huge advantages are in this channel. Now, this channel is not perfect. There's no real perfect channel out there. But if you're looking to target very, very specific prospects, okay, based on their user intent, based on their commercial intent, there's really no other channel, paid search channel, that can come close to Google AdWords. Not surprising why Google has been able to make a fortune out of this system itself. So, right off the cuff, I can tell right now the two generally serious channels here are Google itself, of course, still very relevant, and of course we have Facebook. And I spend a considerable amount of time and money on Facebook, more of as a lead generation device. And I'm going to say that it's a very different channel altogether. One, you're looking at more of profiling a specific segment, and one here is really targeting specific user intent, down to the user intent level itself. We'll figure out what user intent means and why it's so important in the kind of marketing that you want to do. So depending on who you are, what your purpose is, if let's say you are a property agent, for example, you will find that using Google AdWords will give you so much better yield than trying to use Facebook, for example. Okay, one is about providing exposure, one is about getting results. So if you want exposure, well, Facebook is fine, but if you want results, you cannot beat Google AdWords. And then, of course, herein lies all the strategies that come along with this amazing channel itself. It has gotten complicating over the years. This channel itself is probably the most complicated paid search channel out there. Okay, but the complexity of the whole system gives you a lot of power. Okay, to literally define your target audience, and we want to figure out, of course, how to configure the AdWords platform based on basic best practice itself, and of course you can modify it according to your needs. So the amazing fact is that despite the prevalence of social media today, Google is still very, very relevant, and I think your own browsing behavior, your own search behavior, your own online behavior you probably can relate as well. When we want to, socialize, make friends, we go to Facebook. When we want something specific, right? We want to know something about a new product coming out. Inevitably, we end up going to where? We end up going to Google, because it just provides us with such relevant information. So the channels are very, very different. And the point is that Google is still very relevant today. In fact, more so. Terminologies here. The correct terminology depends on who you ask, okay? And that's an interesting thing I found over the years. If you look at Google themselves, Google defines search engine marketing as using paid search. Ironically, they totally ignore the existence of organic search and a skill or strategy known as search engine optimization. So to them, you're not marketing. There's no search engine marketing that includes SEO. Okay, for them, of course, being biased, SEM today, they use the word SEM to mean their paid search system. So yeah, you can market to the search engines using the Google AdWords approach, or paid search, or pay-per-click. So Google narrowly defines search engine marketing as just the paid search side of the game. Now, obviously for us, we're not Google, and quite frankly, we do a very fine job, thank you, at SEO as well. So our definition here is expanded to both paid search and organic search. Now, of course, the word marketing assumes you can influence an outcome of sorts. Okay, that's what it means. Because within the search engine, there's more than just paid search or organic search. There's also local search. The 7-pack listings, which we will not be covering this training itself. But we can't really influence the outcome of that. We can't really control our visibility there. So that doesn't really count as marketing. So officially right now, for us, search engine marketing involves both organic search and paid search. Now, the actual terminology is also interchangeable. Paid search also means pay-per-click marketing. Also means Google AdWords marketing. It's the same thing.